Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I made an ancient fruit plant from Stardew Valley. Ancient fruit in Stardew Valley is one of the most valuable crops you can grow. Since they're not available for purchase in the game, it's completely up to chance whether or not you find an ancient seed, which will allow you to grow the fruit. The process itself takes well over a month in game, but once fully grown you'll get one fruit a week, which you can imagine the profits when you fill your greenhouse with them. Naturally, it is one of my favourite crops in the game, even if getting started is a massive pain in the neck. I start by making an armature. Taking 3 lengths of wire, I use a thinner gauge wire to secure them to each other. I then bend 2 of the wires to create 2 arm-like structures. I roll out some polymer clay into a long noodle. Then, after covering the armature in an egregious amount of bacon bond, I begin the slow process of wrapping the armature in the clay. By the time I got to the arms, the entire armature was just covered in bacon bond. There must be a better way to do this, because this certainly wasn't it. I then turned my attention to the leaves that sit on top of the plant. I made 4 leaves out of clay, varying them in shape and size. I then turn my attention to the main event, the ancient fruit itself. I start by cutting out a leaf shape into the clay, and then using my knife I scrape away the excess, making sure to fix up the shape once it's free. I then roll out a small egg of clay, and then using some more bacon bond, I attach the leaves to the top of it. Everything gets thrown into the oven for a bake, and then gets primed white. Continuity error alert. The leaves and the stalk get a dark green to begin with, followed by a light green on the top parts of the stalk and in the centre of each leaf. Moving on to the fruit, the leaves get a light green, followed by an even lighter green in the centre. The fruit itself gets a light blue, followed by a dark blue in the corners for added detail. The soil was simple enough to make. Just a piece of foam that was cut to fit the shape of the pot, then covered in glue, model dirt, and then more watered down glue, followed by a spray of isopropyl alcohol to help seal everything in. Off camera, I painted the sides brown to help hide the fact that it's foam and not dirt. With all parts complete, it was time for assembly. Using superglue, I attached the stalk to the base, and at that time it seemed to work. So I then went on to attach the leaves, which went perfectly. After cleaning up the mess, I then attached everything with hot glue. I drilled a hole into the stalk through the base and attached a wire through it, just to help hold the plant in place once it's in the pot. I put the plant into the pot and then attached the fruit to the plant. With that, it's finished. Thank you for watching! Stardew Valley is one of my favourite video games, and I'm very much looking forward to doing more projects related to it in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, have a good one!